Hey, Fort Lauderdale moms, Derek Floyd here, Beautiful Now podcast. I don't know about you, but this year has flown by me already. All the goals I set up at the beginning, I feel like I'm just drowning, like life gets so crazy, right? How do we do it? How do we slow it down? Well, I know there are a couple of things we can talk about that we can take back our lives from the craziness of the day-to-day madness. Let's take a look at this video and we'll share them. Hey everyone, Derek Floyd here, Beautiful Now podcast in the historic, beautiful riverfront in Savannah, Georgia. Continuing our Take Back Your Life series with another confession from me. Yeah, I know. I should be on your couch by now. You guys are my therapists. Maybe I should pay you. Nah. But anyway, here's my confession. Now sometimes I am easily offended. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me because I bet sometimes you are too. But there's certain people in my life that really get underneath my skin. And you know what? What's crazy is I even let them. That's nuts, right? So for 2020, this is another minor tweak we're gonna make together. And that is to stop being offended. Tough one, right? Yeah, I know. But you and I together, we can figure this one out. So let's take a look at the other side together and we'll talk about it. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. Now, I know we've all got someone in our life that seems to make us a little bit offended, right? Yeah, I know. I've got a few too. And it could be someone like a coworker or a family member, even the boss. And with those people, they always seem to know what buttons to push to make us uncomfortable, defensive, even downright angry. What's more important is that sometimes we make decisions when we're in that state of offense, which is the absolute worst time to make an important decision on bad data. And what we do is we give these people power over our planet, so to speak, over our feelings and emotions, making us almost irrational. So what should we do? How should we fix this? Well, I think we have to stop being offended. Now, I know that sounds way too easy, but consider this. Being offended is a choice. Now, I know that sounds like a pretty simple choice, but it is a choice nevertheless, because no one tells us to be offended. No one tells us we have to feel a certain way when someone says a certain thing. No one tells us we have to respond to a certain perspective or stimulus. We do it all on our own, and it's all in our head. So if that's the case, we can choose to be offended daily, right? Sure. Now, I'm not saying this is easy, because a lot of things that we do or how we respond to things in the outside world, it's all automatic. It's like responses that we've built in from our habits, our family upbringing, our culture, and so to speak. So it's auto responses in our brain. But what we can do is learn to stop, pause, breathe, and actually think about our behavior before we react. Because if we can do this, we can control the stress coming at our life and enjoy our life a whole lot more. Here's another example. Maybe it's the crazy uncle that comes over every family holiday and you know he's coming over tomorrow. He always has a crossword about whatever conversation or topic that's going on at the table. And this time he starts in on you right away. But instead of getting offended, you actually turn around and you say, hey, thanks for your insight. I appreciate you being able to always share with the family. I'm looking forward to your thoughts. I'm gonna put that to action. And then you've diffused the situation with a positive thing. Boom, you didn't get offended, score another one for you. That's 2. All right, I got one more for you. Maybe you're driving in the car on the way to work. And of course, you're a little bit late. And in the left lane, you're trying to pass. But there's somebody holding up all the traffic, going exactly the speed limit, and you've got to get to work. You want to horn them, you want to put your hand and honk, you want to say some choice words, but instead you pause, you think, and you look over to the left and you actually see it's an elderly woman driving how she can get there safely. You think about that could be your grandma, and how would you want someone to respond to her? So you pause a moment, you smile, you wave, and you get to work on time. A little slower, a little safer, but you get there. And you think about grandma on the way. Boom, one more time for the old not be offended, right? Yes. Now that you've seen a couple of ways that I've considered to slow down and not be so stressed or not be so offended for 2020, why don't you put a few of your own thoughts and comments below so we can share, we can all be together and learn more ways to not be offended. And lastly, if you enjoy the content you're seeing, put a like on the button and that little thumbs up. That gives us more engagement with you so we can talk to you more and be more involved. Thanks a lot for watching the Beautiful Now podcast. We appreciate you. And as always, put your thoughts in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you again at the Beautiful Now podcast. Have a great one, guys, from the amazing Savannah, Georgia. Take care, guys.